Hello.
Yeah, that's your name.
Squirrels got me.
Big Jim.
Yeah.
Really cold and fun.
Cold and fun.
Cold and fun.
That's good that you think that of it, because that's what deer hunting typically is cold and fun.
Yesterday morning, I'm glassing up on the pass, and I see these deer moving, and I'm like, ooh, there's some deer moving. All of a sudden, I just see this person just head down, just hauling ass, wearing shorts and a t-shirt with a pack on. And I'm like, is that Tard? My dad always talks about floating through the woods like the autumn breeze.
So Robert's
when you're
the
275 pounds, I don't know how you do that, but
the Freightliner. It's just like a creeper. You're just kind of up in the corner watching what's going on down there.
Yeah.
You know.
He's like,
he's up there slapping, kissing all over everything.
Is it warm yet?
How did you know the name of the actor?
I know.
How did you say his name?
Hervé Villechaize.
You know what Pertnear means.
If you know what Pertnear means and you live in America, you're a redneck too.
Welcome to the Log Talk Podcast, brought to you by Pertnear Outdoors.
It's that time of year. It's that time of year where we all need to be thinking about, do we have everything we need to hit the woods? Chances are you don't, and if you think you do, you probably could use some more. So how about you go over to thehuntworks.com and check out all the incredible products these guys are carrying. This is a great family, local store. Dan and Steve Dunnigan, a couple hardworking sumbitches. They are now carrying archery equipment, everything from bows to arrows to broadheads, quivers, you name it. So on top of all the great tree stands and box blinds that they're carrying, they're now a full-on archery dealer, and really recommend that you check these guys out for your next big purchase. Head over to thehuntworks.com to see what they've got for sale, or if you're local in the Rochester area, head on over to their store in East Rochester on Dispatch Drive and check them out. They are on social media, The Huntworks, and also online, like I said. And if you purchase anything online, you can use promo code FEEDIN'Em to get 5% off, and that's FEED, FEEDIN, INUM, 5% off. Feed 'em.
Alrighty, it's Jimmy D and Big Willie, and we are on episode 223, Pertnear Outdoors. And we are in Pennsylvania Deer Camp. This is not even day one. It's arrival day, move-in day. Dallas and some of the guys, I guess, hunted, but they didn't see nothing today. And Jimmy just came out of New York with a truck full of deer between the buck he shot in New York and a couple does at his camp. So, welcome, Jim.
Yeah, always welcome. I look forward to our annual hunt down here more so than I think than any of the others. I think right up there is our rut camp. I think that's number one, and then this is a very close second to that.
They've both been good to us,
very good
in different ways, but the rut camp is great, and this one's great, and we're going to dial in Slick Willie. He's on his way down. Jim's been gone all week, so he literally came down here from New York instead of Pennsylvania. He was up a couple hours away. So you got here right about 4:30 maybe?
Yeah, I started the opening weekend at my Pennsylvania camp, and then I went to another camp in New York to try to, with the only last 2 days I have to hunt New York, to try to fill my buck tag, and was lucky enough to do so, and then came directly from there to here to deer dog for the team and try to get the boys.
Because you're tagged out, right?
Because I'm tagged out.
Yeah.
Tagged out all the way to the core.
Tell us about your New York buck before we get Willie on, because you'll never get a word in edgeways once he gets going. He likes to dominate the podcast. Well, it is his show.
Yep. So I talked to Donnie over at the Lucas Lodge and convinced him to let me spend 2 days at his camp and to try to fill my buck tag. I still haven't, I've hunted at his camp a few years, and I've only ever killed doe there. Never actually killed a buck at his camp before. And he's got a beautiful place to stay, and it worked out. And if the hunting had dried up, I would have bounced around to some surrounding state land there that's been good to us in the past. So, but anyhow, as luck would have it, we got about 4 or 5 inches of snow overnight, and I decided to go on a walkabout and kind of switch back the side hills there on the logging cuts to see if I can cut tracks crossing the logging roads. It's a little bit easier to kind of determine tracks and like travel routes by just hiking those trails. And I got down into this. There's this.
What day was this, Jim?
This was yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. Yeah, the snow would quit down there by afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I came in and hunted the day on Monday, like for like 3/4 of a day, and I saw a spike buck and 5 doe, so it was a good sit overall. But that was just what it was. It was just a sit. Where today was more of it was a complete, it was a total track job. That was my plan. It's my favorite way to hunt anyway. But since you have that fresh powder on the ground, it's like you have to, So I was doing some side hilling, was able to cut a track, and definitely identified it as a buck. Down in this, it's very similar to your property, where like the mountain kind of comes to a point.
Yep.
And that's where I dropped over that point. And at the bottom of that point is actually where there's like a bunch of hemlock trees, where they kind of meet like some of those cherries and oaks. And so I got down into those hemlocks.
Oh,
something about the hemlocks.
Oh.
Got down into hemlocks, and that's where I cut the track. So I followed it out of the hemlocks up into the side hill, and for I don't know, I'd say maybe half mile, something like that, pretty far. And
so you were tracking them uphill?
Uphill.
Wow.
Yep. So
my experience, usually when you're tracking them uphill, you're going to get busted because they're perched up there looking. So
yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just the nature of that property is very similar to like your camp, where like your only options really are to go up like once you're at the bottom.
Right.
So.
Or you got to go all the way around and then go to the top and then come down.
Yeah. And based on where I was, I would have taken the better part of the day just to do that sweep. Yeah. So I decided to stay on it, and this will play into what you just said. So I got to like the upper third of that part of the hill, and out ahead of me, I'm looking way ahead to see kind of where the direction of where the tracks are going, and I catch a deer getting up, and I put the scope up, and it's a doe. And I look to my right, another doe. To my right again, another doe. And they're all just kind of turning back, looking at me. They're about like 75 yards out ahead of me, and they must have caught my movement. It's dead quiet. They can't hear me. And the wind was in my favor. But more than likely, they caught my movement and when they were bedded there. And so I kind of got to a knee and just kind of watched them for a few minutes, and then they kind of hopped up like one ridge and just kind of mingled a little bit. They didn't blow out, nothing like that. They just kind of worked their way up the hill. So I inch my way closer, and I get to about to where their beds are. And actually I could see from 10 yards away or so that one of the beds had I took a picture of it too. It had like bloody urine in it. And I'm thinking that was probably a doe that's still in estrus.
Yeah, hot doe or something.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, that's a good sign. You would think there would be a buck somewhere in the vicinity. And as I'm thinking this, my right-hand side, out of my peripheral, I see another deer get up above me. So the does are out. I'm parallel with them at this point, elevation-wise.
You're at the same level.
Same level. And the buck is up to my right. And this deer gets up, and I quick swing the gun around. And just in the scope, quick, I could just see, like, beam, and then he's gone up over the ridge. And I was like, son of a bitch, he got me. He was smart, and he was bedded above the does, and he was tending them, but he was overseeing them. And I should have known that if there was a buck in the area, he'd probably be above them. I should have been paying attention more to that side. Whereas on steep side hills, your tendency is to almost look down ahead of you all the time.
Right.
So I was like, okay. He bounded up there pretty good. So I called Donnie on the phone, and I explained to him what's going on, and because he knows the property even better than I do. Obviously, that's he's grown up there, and I kind of gave him like the whereabouts and the direction of their travel, and then I decided I was like, I'm gonna stay low at this elevation, and I'm just gonna work that point all the way out, do a big sweep, kind of like what you were just saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I walked all the way out to the far end of the property, and then I came up and circled all the way back. And I said, if with any luck, either I'm going to cross paths with them,
right?
I'm going to push those does or other deer, and they're all going to blow out, or I'm going to cut his track again. And when I got up there, I ended up cutting his track again. And because I marked also when I was talking with Donnie, I marked an onyx point as to where I put him up at. So that way when I got up there, I can kind of put that angle together. So I cut his track again, and I said, okay. And I seen where he's going. He actually went up higher than where I am currently. So I backed back out, went back out to sweep again, and then went up even higher. This time I got way above him this time, and I didn't cut any tracks, and I just kind of worked that highest bench now as far as I could. And it's thicker than thieves in there. It's like it must have been cut, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, maybe 10 years. I don't know. It's a very young forest type.
Yeah, very thick.
Very thick, like very saplings all over the place. And so I'm walking that out a ways, and I'm kind of paying attention to my onyx to where I kind of mark those points the direction of travel. And I was like, okay, we should be getting close. So I decided to inch out. I leaned up against a little split wide tree and just kind of peeked over the ridge. And I could see a deer like from basically like the center of his shoulders all the way back to an ass. I could see a deer is bedded there. So I immediately take a knee and I get around that tree and I creep over the edge or whatever, and I put my scope up, and I could see him. I could see it's a buck. And at this point, I'm only like 45, 50 yards. He's down below me. He's bedded. He's looking away. He's got the wind. And if I was still at that other elevation, the wind would have been right to him. So he was set up perfectly to try to intercept me.
Right.
But I just played it smarter to get up higher than him.
Right, to loop out around and then go up and then come back in on him.
And sometimes it pays to be a little bit more, even though it's a lot more work, and it's still a gamble. It's just it pays off to kind of take the time to take that extra time.
Yeah,
instead of
being more deliberate with it. You know, have a strategy because he's got the upper hand.
Oh, definitely. So, and then so I put the crosshairs on him. I mean, he's bedded, looking away. And I still had a really good look on the angle that I was at of his front shoulder. And I thought about taking a neck shot at first because I've heard of people doing that in the beds. I've only ever killed doe in their beds. I've never killed a buck in their bed before. Typically when I find them in their bed, I put them up and then I shoot them on the run. But so this was a unique experience for me. And so I just took a knee and took a breath and held it straight on there and put it right through him. And
where'd you hit him?
I hit him directly through his left shoulder, and it came out in front of the right shoulder.
Beautiful.
And his head just went right down. That's it. He just never left his bed.
The bucks I've shot in the bed, they haven't even got out of the bed. They're still. I mean, they don't even kick their leg. I mean, it's unbelievable.
This is exactly how this was. His head just literally hit the dust. You just saw like a little cloud of snow, and exactly the way he laid is exactly how he stayed. And then I racked the round out. I grabbed my empty shell, put it in my pocket, and I just kind of dropped to my knees, and I just like looked up and was like, Lord, I can't believe it. Like I did it. $3. Never did that before. Yeah. I tracked this one all the way to his bed. Just a cool experience, a hell of a way to do it. And to do it on that property it was special. So
yeah, and there's a good lesson there, because they were bedded and he just got up and went and found another bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they don't always go far.
No.
They'll get away from the danger, and if they want to bed up, they'll bed up again.
Yep. He ended up going up 3 benches from where I'd first put him up. That's how high he went, which was about 200 feet in elevation total. But to your point, that's like nothing for them. And that wasn't very far. I mean, as a crow flies, maybe he went 120 yards, 130 yards. So
nice. Did you get a picture of him laying in his bed?
I did. Yeah, I got
that's the best.
Yeah, I sent those to Billy and stuff too, and I'll show it to you then. Yeah, that was cool. It's just neat to see where he was bedded, the way he was looking, the way he had himself set up perfectly. It's like he was anticipating me or somebody that was coming.
He knew something was going on there, so he was watching.
But he also was in the vicinity of he knew that his does were probably still on the hillside there somewhere that I just never saw below him, and I'm sure that he was keeping close eye on that one that was hot. So yeah,
good for you, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it was awesome. It's been a hell of a season. I was 6 deer in the cooler now, so we're plenty fed. I still have a doe tag for this hunt, but I think I'm gonna, maybe hang on to it until the last day if I'm feeling itchy or something. But
Yeah.
I'm more than satisfied for the year. Met my quota. The wife's happy.
Yep, you can dog for us, and like you say, I mean, if it gets to be the last day, I mean, take your gun and fill your doe tag.
Yep. This is I've come to this hunt several times now without my PA tag because I fill it, in bow season, which I'm still very thankful for. But deer dogging to me is every bit as fun, if not more fun, than even carrying the gun and shooting one or shooting at one. Because to get in a position to be a proper deer dog, to put yourself in the right position to put a deer out in the direction that you want them to go, and then to have that play out and then listen to your buddies ring off is just that's something.
Awesome.
So
I give you a lot of credit for going. A lot of guys would be like, well, that's it, I'm tagged out.
Yeah, no, these boys would do it for me too, so that's why I got to pay my time.
We got anybody else tagged out on bucks here?
Rob, Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
He shot a real nice buck on opening.
That was a beauty.
Yep. Chris B isn't going to be here for the hunt. He's got another hunt, I think, planned, but he had also killed a buck.
Yep.
Real nice buck on the opening weekend.
And Kurt's boy got one,
Kurt's
too.
boy, yes.
They had a good weekend last weekend.
That kid's a heck of a hunter. He looks so different every year. He gets more and more grown.
Yeah, he's a young man now.
Packing his own deer out now.
Yeah. That's awesome. Why don't we
maybe let's get Willie on here. He's got a lot he wants to say.
Yeah, he's all jacked up. Let me see here. I'm not used to doing this, but let's see if we can get him on.
Wait till he hears his mom said feeding him.
Yeah, it's ringing.
Slick Willie here.
Slick Willie. You're live on episode 223 with Jimmy D and I.
223. Not to be
223A.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What up? Fucking southbound and down at Pennsylvania.
Are you in Pennsylvania yet?
No.
No.
I'm in somewhere in godforsaken Cattaraugus County. I think I'm in the beautiful town of Cuba Cheese.
Oh, nice.
Where I am.
Nice.
Yep. Heavy Chevy's freaking letting her eat. My adaptive cruise control is not working because I got so much snow all over my vehicle.
Oh, God. Is it snowing? Is it snowing?
Hammering down. No, I just half-ass cleaned my truck off before I pulled out of the driveway.
Oh, God.
I can see out the windows. That's good.
That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
Well,
what are you guys doing?
We're just chilling. We're all settled into camp here. We got our gear all ready to go for the morning, and thought we'd rip off a quick podcast, pre-hunt podcast, and we've been on a little bit. We recorded a little piece with your mom, and
with my mother. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
she's great.
Oh, she's freaking out, thinking I'm going to post it, but the only thing I might post, we might.
You should post it.
We'll have no, I promised her I wouldn't. She's like, you can't do that.
Oh, you are such a Sally. All these years, and you're still scared of her.
There's one hell of a sound bite that he captured out of that, though, that might have to make it on there. She did say keep feeding.
Make it on. Maybe it could be in the intro to every show or something.
Yep. She was like, feeding them, keep feeding them.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. So we got a good plan for tomorrow, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, speaking of feeding them, I feel like, we're about, 5-6 years into this Pertnear Outdoors thing, and it seems like we're really starting to get people pissed off at us, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Blowing up everybody's hunting spots, telling everybody about it, and
trespassing and harassing people with four-wheelers. Yeah, we
riding property lines. Yeah, pissing everybody off. That's us. We're the
Did I miss something?
Yeah, I'll have to tell you about that.
Okay.
Somebody posted. Jimmy put a nice post on with the kids next to the deer, and one of the guys it's not really a neighboring property. He's over on the other hill, but he's like, yeah, that's you guys, kill, trespass, hunting on my property, and I was like, we haven't been on this property in years.
Like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
He's having a bad year and he's taking it on you. That's how that sounds.
Yeah, man. So Jimmy.
Dude, it's wild. It's wild how you and we're not even like posting stuff anymore.
No.
Like, I just have not been active, and it's like at this point, there's so much stuff that's happened. I might as well wait till it's all over, and then I'll just dump it all out there.
Yeah,
But,
do a recap or something.
Yeah, but like I the other night I posted a picture of like a picture of me in the morning in the story butchering my deer at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and then it's 5 p.m. and I'm standing at gymnastics, drawing up hunt plans for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a bunch of responses to those, which was great. And one of the guys responded to me, and I've connected with him from our PA hunts, and he goes, hey, good to know where you guys are going to be this weekend. We'll stay clear of there, tear it up, have a good time. And I'm like, the picture I posted, like, there's he must have like taken the second, like zoomed in on it to like figure out the area, and he knew exactly the hollow that I was drawing up. and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, people like are paying attention, even though we're not putting anything out there. It's like I post one thing and it's like, bam, like people are on it, it's cool. It's great that people are still following along, but
yeah.
So is there going to be
I'm excited.
Are there going to be other disgruntled hunters out there that were going to be sweeping this hollow?
I'm sure. Yeah, do you remember a handful of years ago when I think it may have been the year before you came with us, but I shot it was a small buck. First drive of the hunt, like 7:45 in the morning. I shoot like a yearling 6-pointer.
Yeah, he was in his bed, wasn't he?
No, that one.
That was the big 8.
No, that one was. Is it 3 to a side or 4 to a side? 4 to a side?
It's 3 to a side.
3 to a side.
3 to a side. So, all right, I just want to make sure I got my mind straight. But this was the first hunt of it might have been like AJ's first year going with us, or his second. It was early in AJ's hunting career, and we were down in the Super Bowl, and I was in the bottom third. AJ was in like the middle, and then there was somebody above him, and somebody was over if we're going up the Super Bowl towards the Four Corners, it was somebody, like we were on the left side of the creek, and there was people on the right side of the creek, and this group of bucks comes running down across, and it was no snow, but it was freaking cold, and everything was loud as hell.
Yeah.
And these bucks come down, and like it got western fast. Like I hit my buck, dropped him. Then AJ, he was within like 100 yards of me. We could see each other right through the hardwoods. Then the bucks are like, they double back on us, and he's shooting. And then I think it was Tard above him, and Tard's shooting. It was awesome. And, but like, I was all proud. I think that might've been my second buck I've ever shot down there.
Yeah.
And like, I post the pictures up that night, and like somebody comments, and they're like, real nice. Come down to Pennsylvania and freaking shoot all the yearlings. And that's why we can't have big bucks. It's like, right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
there's always going to be somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's in their mom's basement angry about what they don't have.
I mean, those guys forget that for many, many years before the antler restrictions came into play, guys were whacking spikes and shit. That was like what you did. Pennsylvania was just the Orange Army. You got out there and you just fed them.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. And then like, this is how it goes though. Like, then everybody gets all jammed up on big bucks, but then everybody else shoots your big bucks. So like, what the hell's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we like bust our ass managing the Kirsch farm, and you can't control where these deer go, and the rut hits, and they start chasing tail, and then they're killed by someone else. Like, so what's it all about? Basically, we're hunting does. Just hunt does.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe once every decade you'll shoot a big buck.
Yeah. Well,
unless your name's Trigger or Dallas, and then you'll just shoot one every time you walk in the woods.
That's right. But that's the way it goes, right? It's
Yeah.
The deer don't know the boundaries.
I haven't even posted a picture of Dallas's buck, but he hunted. That was like his first or second hunt of the year.
What did he get one?
He walked out there and freaking.
He get one with gun.
His gun.
Nice.
Yeah, shot a big one. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know he got one up there.
Yeah. Well, good for Dallas. Yeah. That sounds about right. That's like textbook Dallas. You know.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
What's our propane situation?
Oh, we got.
Did you check.
There's a little bit of propane that's hooked to the grill, and then there's a full tank right next to it. So.
All right,
I'm sorry. I never got back to you.
I bought some of those French bread baguette, little French bread pieces, and I got some goat cheese. We're gonna cook up some of that backstrap, Jimmy D.
Oh, nice!
I love it. I showed Willie. There's a huge sack of backstrap.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstrap down there.
Got 40 pounds of backstrap sitting out there.
Oh, because it's from the does too, right?
Yeah, I got three deer worth of backstrap out there.
Yeah.
Did you butcher all them at
I just no, they're just all quartered from being in the field. I didn't really cut them. I didn't clean them and cut them real pretty yet. But we'll take care of that.
Do you have stock in game bag companies or what?
Pretty much. I still have some game bags left over, believe it or not.
Do you really?
Yeah. So I made sure I kept a couple in case I got to help somebody. There's always, for some reason, every year, even though guys have all done this many times, there's going to be that guy out there that doesn't either have enough or doesn't have any.
Right.
So I'll be there. I'll be there with a fresh pack.
So
I got enough for me.
We've got doe tags, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We got doe tags.
Yeah, I got one. Rob Bruno's got two. Jimmy D's got one. I don't know.
So with the snow, if we shoot, if we're within range of dragon range of the truck, we're shooting.
That's kind of what we were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. If we're
right.
Yeah, if we're way the hell.
I'm not taking my gun until it's like last day or something. I think I'm gonna work on just doing my job as a deer dog. I got a lot of deer already. I'm okay. Yeah.
Take your trekking poles and just freaking nunchucks and just do the woods.
If guys are dropping bucks left and right and it's like stacking up, then I'll be like, all right, boys, I'll bring the gun out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing out the big gun. So let me hear about this big stock yesterday. Let me hear about it.
You'll have to listen to the episode. We already covered it.
We covered it, Billy.
Oh, yeah. Bullshit.
I'll tell you in person anyway. I'll give you the.
Hey, Daddy, Jim, could you tell me the story at bedtime tonight? We can slide our beds together, and you can rub my arm and tell me about your big buck you shot.
You'd have been proud, though, Billy. I tell you that it was an adventure. That's for sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you on public?
No. I was at Lucas Lodge.
Oh, that was at Lucas. Did they know that deer?
They did not know that deer. Nope.
Oh.
And they never will.
They won't know him now.
No. Yeah, he was. They may have known him at one point, but he's all broke up from fighting or whatever the hell happened.
Sure.
All his points are broke off. But
that fucker ran into a car or something. That's right. He's probably concussed.
Every single
That's
point.
why you killed him.
Every single point he has is shattered. It's amazing.
He's a scrappy little bastard.
Yeah.
So what do you got on the plan for tomorrow? We do the first drive, and you got the second one all drawn up for us, and.
Dallas is working on that one. We're going to do a new area down in that vicinity.
Okay.
I just want to go on I want to go on record and say that was probably one of the most well organized drives I've seen drawn up in a few years. You have it all the way down to the time frames that we have to be, certain places where the vehicles have to be, what we're supposed to do after we meet, who we're meeting. I mean, that was spot on.
You have an exit strategy, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing we always draw up great drives, but it's always kind of like loosey-goosey at the end. Where is everybody? Who's riding back with who? And yeah, you did a great job.
Well, that's what fell apart with this hunt last year is that it's such a big area that, like Brian and Brad and Aaron and them, they all went back up to their trucks, and that's a horrible hike up. When you're already down, and so, and Dallas and I talked. We didn't do a lot of – we're all so busy that we did a lot of talking. We didn't do a lot of actual drawing and stuff. But we got to – the things that we got to focus on going into this weekend is we got to make sure that everybody truly understands what they're looking at and not just like shaking heads and saying, yeah, like I get it. Like, no, like you need to start walking at this time and you need to be at this point at this time. And you may not have radio contact for a period, so you need to know where you're going and what you're doing.
Yep. Right.
And because that's where we've gotten into trouble over the years, especially as the group has grown. You know, Christ, we lost Jim D one time. You know,
that was my pre.
The boy almost died up in the holler.
Pre Garmin days, yeah.
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 I think we had
Jasper had to get his beats. You know.
I think last year we left TJ down in that area. We're going to hunt now. Everybody got back and we're missing a guy. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So the other thing we're going to try too is we've had some issues. It seems with radios communicating. And I know you've had problems before, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try to get it so that everybody's on the same like power setting on their radios.
5 watts, right?
Well, but the older radios can't handle. They don't do 5 watts. They can only do
2.
Actually, I think half watt and maybe 2.
Yeah, the
so
newer radios are half watt and 2 watts and 5 watts.
Yeah. So I don't know on the older ones, but you know, it's just something to think about when we get together tomorrow. Let's try to make sure everybody's got, like, I think all three of us have the newer big Garmin 850s, right?
I got a 755.
755, yeah.
Yeah.
You have the 755. Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think we're going to try to do that tomorrow. We're going to try to get it so that everybody's on the same frequency, or not frequency, but I don't know what you call that. Maybe that's frequency.
Well, the frequency, yes, but then the power setting too. Make sure everybody's at max power for transmitting. I mean, I set mine at 5 watts and then bring a spare battery pack with me. You know,
I can help guys drop Onyx points to like kind of map out their route too. That's something that's helped me throughout. That's something that helped me throughout the years here. I even did that already. When you sent me the drive, I already kind of dropped pins for my direction to travel.
Yeah. I like it.
I requested, I told Billy, I said, my only request as the deer dog is to put me near guys that shoot bucks. And he sure as hell delivered. He put me right between the two Kirsch brothers.
Yeah, that's right between Dallas and Trigger.
Yeah. So it doesn't get much better than that. And
yeah,
I'm walking straight down towards Willie, both the Willies and Donnie. So some of the best guns in the game.
I'm getting out the truck to get the gas pump going. You guys can keep talking.
All right.
So I'll be walking towards some of the best guns in the game. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think where. I didn't even look to see where Billy's going to be. Is he?
He's 8, and he's keeping Donnie close because he wants to make sure that Donnie's close to the big gun.
So he's going to be 8. I got to check this out.
Yeah, he's gonna be in some bucks there. That's a great spot. I know that spot from last year. He's coming across the top of that ridge, dropping down over that point.
Oh yeah. Oh, Slick's got a nice route.
Yeah, that's a really good route.
They'll be laying in there.
Naturally, the guy that draws a drive gives himself like probably the buckiest route that there is. But,
yeah.
You have to do that though.
In all fairness, you know,
fair.
Did the work on it.
Did the work, yeah. But
and then let me see. Oh, Don's number 9. He'll be on the opposite side. So Billy ought to be kicking him down to Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks. I mean, it's a great setup you got drawn up here, Bill. I like it.
You did good.
Yep, Brad and I will be in there. And was Brad driving? Because he's number 12. But it says Park 1. Oh, yeah. Then you have to look at the.
Where you want to pay attention is going to be where 13, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all meet there at that star. Down there, there's going to be some blood. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it just feels good.
It does. Yeah, I'm and that's a spot I did not actually get over there, but I was on the other side of the creek and I looked over. You know, I could see that area where I'm supposed to be set up. Mm-hmm. That looks really good. So yeah, it's a great spot, especially with the pressure you guys are putting in through there.
Mm-hmm. I like that the whole gang's working together now. We're not as broke up as we were in the past. I think that tightening up these sweeps like that is going to keep things from sneaking between us. And if we bump stuff over one ridge, there's already going to be guys walking through the next one. So it's just, should have action tomorrow, that's for sure. And that's a hell of an area. I'm excited.
Yeah, last year I know Crispy, he ran into some bears back in there. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that path that Trigger's taken down in there, he's
Trigger shot at a monster.
At a monster down in there.
Mm-hmm. And I think, when I was with Billy.
It was right after he said there wasn't any deer in there. He's like, there ain't no freaking bucks in
he
there.
literally said that on the radio and then comes in a freaking monster.
Yeah, it's not 10 minutes later. He's like, it was a freaking monster.
When he says monster, it's definitely a monster.
Yeah, that was a big one.
And I remember, I think me and Billy were going through that, just below that clear cut, and there was somebody had radioed about that bucks were coming through or something like that, and we were kind of on a track for one. So it's definitely a Bucky zone. I'm excited.
We had deep snow last year too.
Mm-hmm.
It was we had heavy snow, and from what I've seen, the snow this year, I mean, we got about 3-4 inches out there, 4 inches.
Yeah,
but it's just nice. It's going to be beautiful.
If it plays out like most years, Billy will probably shoot one in the first drive because that's typically what happens.
Yep.
So.
All right. So the problem, I've lost my juju now. It's been 2 years.
Has it been that long?
So 2 years since I shot one. I shot a buck on the first drive the first day.
A couple years in a row.
4 years in a row.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was like 4.
Wow.
It was 3 or 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 years ago I shot the buck and wounded him, and we found him the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Coyotes
right. Yep.
got him.
That's what took the
And
juju
then last
away.
year, yes, I think so. And then last year I blew it on the buck that Don got, freaking head on 40-yard shot, blew it. Don't know how I missed him, but I finished him.
That's
with
right.
the big gun.
With the big gun, yeah.
Bullets from Jesus.
That worked out to be a way better story anyway. If you would have just went in there and shot him 40 yards, it wouldn't have been as cool.
Yeah, Don's first big adventure, he got to have that happen. That was awesome.
Yep. And now he's coming with a bigger caliber rifle and a pack that's worthy of carrying deer and meat bags. So he's fully equipped this year.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's he bringing for a gun?
Yeah.
He's got a 308 that he bought last year.
Nice.
And he's got a legit frame pack now and some meat bags. So
he's in it.
He's in it now. That's it. He's invested.
That was a hell of a deer he got last year.
Mm-hmm.
The body on that thing was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It seems like most of the deer we run into here, even despite whatever their rack size may be, which most are really good bucks, regardless. But their bodies are incredible.
Yeah. And we're used to, we hunt where we hunt. You got a little more farm country, to some extent, like where Billy and Jimmy hunt. There's a lot of farm country, and you expect those big bodied deer, but man, some of the deer down in here, it's unbelievable.
Yep.
But I think they get some age to them too. I mean, I have no idea how old that one was that Don got, but they don't get that big at 2 years,
No. And there was
I think that was at least a 3 or 4 year old deer.
Yeah, had to be.
And I think that buck that you shot up in there, Jim, was probably a 3-year-old at least.
Oh yeah, the Death Valley has produced some serious bucks. Yeah. Yep. And the Jimmy Vogel, the 10-point that Greg got. I mean, all 3 of those deer were all 3+, I would think, in the age bracket.
Weren't they all over 100 inches?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are all in the
120,
118,
1 teens. Between 115 and 125, right? Wasn't it a 10-pointer?
Yep.
Yeah, they were good bucks.
Yep.
So I think that spot I got you going. You guys are. I came around that. You were on the one side of the creek last year, and I was on the other side. And it is a little tough shooting down in the bottom there.
Yeah.
Because it's so thick in the hemlocks, but I really think that's a good spot to be because with the snow last year, those hemlocks, like the deer sign they were just living in there.
Yeah, I didn't get over to that side. I was on the north side. I could look over and see the other side, and man, did it look good over there.
Okay. Yeah, so that opposite of where you were, where it's just kind of, I kind of want you to just like feel out where you feel like you need to be in there.
Yeah.
You know, because you're going to be kind of watching the other guys progress down through there, and you'll kind of be able to tell based on shooting or the noise, whatever is going on.
Yeah, I got to believe they'll kick something down in there and they'll cross and go up the hill behind me, you know.
Oh, yeah.
If they make it by me, Brad will be up in there, so.
Yep. Yeah, so where I've got Brad sitting is on the gas line.
Oh, okay. Yep. I was wondering if that was the gas line.
So that's where he is. So there's some really good shooting on that ridge there.
Yeah.
But up on top, there's a clear cut up there that was from last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, it'll be a little bit more grown in this year than it was last year, but there was like, it was a complete clear cut, not like a selective cut. Like it was like, fucking napalm,
That's the way it was.
What do they call that? It was like carpet bombed. Yeah.
That's the way it was. The area I came through to get to my spot last year, it was, absolute, acres and acres and acres just clear cut, And there was really
like
was there was
like they came in and cleared out the Viet Cong,
Yep, they big time. There was deer sign all around the edges, but nothing in the middle because it was it was last year's cut. You know what I mean? So there wasn't feed, there wasn't cover, but and I don't think they'll be in there too heavy this year because I can't believe it grew that much. But
right.
But boy, they were all around the edge. That was a nice area, very nice area.
There was a tremendous acorn crop this year too. So there's food all over the place. So I wouldn't be surprised if we sneak in on just feeding deer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping is we just slink in there on them tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Floating through the woods like the autumn breeze.
I'm thinking if it's going to be cold, so I think some of the snow might be a little crunchy, but I'm hoping for a somewhat quiet walking for the guys that are slinking through.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be
all right.
That'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. We should have a great day tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to try to be good over this couple days to record some shorter podcasts and capture the stuff that's happened. And
there's a whole lot of dead deer that need to be posted at some point. I know you got a lot of work ahead of you. People are upset that they're not seeing the posts and then the guys' deer. I'm not going to mention any names, but there's some guys out there that have killed deer that haven't gotten posted yet. They're a little upset about it.
Well, there's probably one that goes by the name of Fat Rob. Is that guy?
That's exactly who I was thinking.
Be a little butthurt. Yeah. The guy who took some nice pictures of his deer, like a dead deer that ran into a tree, and it's like blood everywhere. It's like, this is really tasteful picture to post. And that deer could have been hit by a car. Like nobody knows what happened with that deer.
I talked him off the ledge. I said, Billy's been really busy, and there's a bunch of guys that deer didn't get posted yet, so just take it easy. He's not singling
Dude,
you out.
I haven't even posted.
You haven't posted your own.
I know.
I haven't posted fucking. You know what? These people, I'll tell you.
Is this grinds my gears now?
Bro, this deer season has been like I don't know if you've noticed that, but my wife has certainly noticed because she's told me that I've been gone every weekend since that first weekend of November that we went to Naples and got all tanked up.
Yeah,
I've been gone every single weekend. I have not been home. Mm-hmm. So, this is it. This is my last hurrah, and then I'm done. I'm freaking spanked, man. Between work and being a dad, being a husband, holy Christ.
Mm-hmm. Other than the holiday hunt, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I'm gonna still gonna hunt. I'm just not gonna be staying overnight anywhere.
Yeah, just no weekends away, right?
Dude, you see how sexy those does are out at the farm?
Beautiful.
Dude, I got some pictures yesterday that the snow stopped and the girls came out, and there was like 5 or 6 of them right in the hemlocks at the north line.
Beautiful.
Just standing there, just posing. Big old fat, like necks on them, like that you get that fat, what do you want to call that? That like neck chode area, you know, their gizzard. Oh,
Yeah.
when you see that, all right, so that's like cleavage on a doe,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
When it's just hanging down there, it's like, you got neck meat, girl. Oh.
These guys out there that don't shoot does, they just don't know what they're missing. You know, that's all I'm saying.
It's the best.
The best, way better than shooting bucks.
So I told Rob today. I said, look it. He goes, you cool if I shoot doe? I go, dude, you shoot doe, I'll help. I'll help you. I go, I'm down to shoot a doe on this hunt, but it is not going to be a rodeo. If I can find a doe bedded and I can put one in her and she ain't going to get up and go anywhere, that's my lady.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yep.
So, and I if it's a good drag, flat, get out, I'll just gut her and I'll strap my tether around her neck and hook it to my pack frame and I'll just drag her right out of there.
Attaboy.
Yep.
Just drag her right out.
That's the way to do it.
You know?
Hang her up at camp. I like it.
Proud. Like a proud man. I'm sure that our Airbnb owner will love the blood trail that we dragged the deer out of the back of the truck and hanging underneath the shed.
Which are places for sale. There's a sign out front.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're a little sad about it. We might have to just go ahead and buy it.
We're thinking about buying it.
Yep.
Did you look it up? How much do you want?
We didn't look it up yet.
But it don't matter how much they want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they want.
It's in the right spot.
They have to leave it furnished the way it is, and they need to leave the mounts in here the way they are. And then I'm in.
Dude, that sucks.
I know. The setup we have here, we've been spoiled for a lot of years. Having all the houses close and everything's very comfortable and cozy and perfect for what we do. So maybe the next we could just.
I wonder if we could get the gang doing. The only thing that I need a wood stove, dude.
I know. We'd have to put a legit wood stove
for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's sell Naples and let's buy this place.
I don't
know.
That.
Yeah, take it easy. I don't know.
If I don't see a deer today, I swear to God, I'm gonna cut every freaking tree down.
I will say this though: when I pulled in here, there was like 7 or 8 does out back. So,
dude, if they're selling it, dude, we're deer hunting there before we leave.
You see the video? That video was literally on the driveway next door. The video I sent.
Like some good-looking girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, when I was getting my room set up, I was watching out the window. If one stepped out in the backyard, I was going to pop it. I ain't proud. I got a doe tag.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's in the agreement through Airbnb or not. I'm not sure about that. I don't like. Are you allowed to discharge firearms on the 1 acre lot that your house is on? I don't know.
Don't ask.
There's one way to find out.
Don't ask. Don't tell.
Something that they normally. Right.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't encounter that with other renters.
No.
They're probably upset that the deer are just decimating their landscape, so I don't think they'd be upset.
Right. Yeah, we were protecting the homestead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in Wellsville. That's good.
Yeah, you're getting closer. You're an hour out.
Yeah.
All right.
Making progress. It says 1 hour right now.
Yep. Danny will be here in about a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Donnie will be here around the same time as you.
Yeah.
So we pulled in.
Cool.
There was a futon out in the porch. We pulled that in so it could heat up. So now there is 7 beds in here. So
nice.
Everybody has a bed.
Nice.
And ready to feed them.
Where did you put the futon?
Along the wall before you go into the other guest room, where it was like a little office guest room. They actually put a full bed in it. So basically,
they did.
Yeah, when you walk in, it's to the left of the table.
And then they took the futon that was in there.
I'm bummed. We should trash the place before we go. I'm bummed that this is.
What if they don't sell it?
Yeah, maybe they won't sell.
Maybe they won't sell it. We'll need it next year.
Yeah.
I'll have to message him.
Yeah,
I just feel like we've got a relationship here.
I said the same thing. I was like really sad. I was like, this is like home. It's just
because now we like rent directly from the guy, and it costs us like nothing. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yep. It's the perfect
the
house.
house that cost us the most is the one that Dallas stays in, and that sleeps the least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It only sleeps like it's only got 3 actual beds.
Oh,
in that
really?
place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I always thought it was more than that because we were stuffing a bunch of people in there, but they've only got 3 actual beds. There's like 4 couches.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's or 3 couches, and they count those as beds.
We don't know what's going to happen yet. Maybe we stay in contact with the owner. Maybe if it does sell, it goes to another owner. Maybe they'll Airbnb it, and we'll be first in there.
Maybe we could be an investor.
That's
like
what I'm thinking.
Like a timeshare.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right. Well, it's just hey, you can't control these things. So, we'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, Willie.
Maybe after tomorrow we'll have all the deer killed in the county anyway. So
that's
it'll be
right.
Yeah.
Potter County will never be the same.
No.
Never be the same. No, we're going to paint the hills red.
I think Big Willie's ready for bed. He's tuckered out.
Yeah, I can tell. He's tuckered. Well, I'm gonna listen to some PBD podcast, Business Wednesday. I'm gonna sharpen up on my finance knowledge, and
attaboy.
I'll see you. We'll snuggle up, Big Jim. Or Jim D. Excuse me. We'll snuggle up, and you can tell me your stalking story.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
See you soon. Safe travels.
Fading them.